What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and Victoria Alonso. Out of there. Out of there, man. And look, you got Jeff Snyder talking about it. My phone has been blowing up for the past hour, and it sounds like Victoria Alonso has been unhappy for a while and out of sync with other Marvel leaders of late. And he gives the details in his article. Man, man. Look, you can say whatever you want to say right now to me, okay? I don't care. This is great news, okay? This is great news for the folks down at Marvel, all right? This is great news for comic book fans in general, all right? And this is where all of this woke stuff always ends, all right? It always ends here with somebody leaving, packing their boxes, and getting up out of there, okay? Because they have absolutely destroyed what they should not have destroyed, okay? And yeah, she's saying, well, she's been unhappy for a while and she's out of sync with the other Marvel leaders. Okay, maybe that's true. All right. This whole thing is out of sync. All right. The entire Marvel Cinematic Universe since Phase 4 started has been out of sync, lady. All right. And you're at the centerpiece of all of that stuff. I mean, straight up, you are at the centerpiece. Okay. So people are asking why. Why did she leave? Okay. And this is Jeff Snyder who's making the claim that, yeah, she's been unhappy for a while. She's been out of sync with the other Marvel leaders. All of that could be true. Okay. But does Bob Iger coming back, starting to look through the numbers and being like, wait a minute, what's happening here? You know, and I'm pretty sure he already kind of knew what was going on, and he just needs some fall guys to take the blame so he could say, see, we had to get rid of this person, we had to get rid of this person, I'm back in charge, and now I'm going to get this house cleaned up and make it look good. But I did want to address the article that Jeff Snyder posted on his website, Below the Line, where he's basically talking about, like, yeah, these are some of the reasons maybe why Victoria Alonso has exited, okay? In shocking news that somehow avoided detection over the weekend, Victoria Alonso has exited Marvel Studios after 17 years at the company. Alonso was promoted to president of physical and post-production visual effects and animation production in 2021, making her one of the most powerful women in all of entertainment. She has served as an executive producer on all of the Marvel releases dating back to the first Avengers movie in 2012. She's also a gay woman who served an important ambassador for representation within the studio. Yeah, it goes on. A Hollywood Reporter broke the news of Alonso's exit on Monday, though the reasons behind her departure on Friday remain unclear. One source told Below the Line they weren't surprised by Alonso's exit. She's been unhappy for a while, out of sync with the other Marvel leaders of late, although the abruptness caught him off guard. Alonso first joined Marvel Studios in 2006 as an executive vice president for visual effects and post-production, a position that earned her a co-producer credit on early MCU films such as Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger. She established herself as a key member of Marvel's Brain Trust and in 2015 was promoted to EVP of production. With Marvel currently in the middle of Phase 5, Alonso leaves behind upcoming films such as Guardians 3, Marvels, as well as a handful of Disney Plus shows like Agatha, Echo, Ironheart, and Season 2 of Loki, and Secret Invasion. Additionally, she was recently produced the Oscar-nominated International Argentina 1985. Now, here's where the rubber starts to meet the road. Exactly what was it? Okay, what were the issues? What were the problems that probably pushed her on out the door? You already know that the VXF is definitely one of those. Because of Marvel's prolific output, the company has helped keep numerous VXF houses afloat, though it hasn't exactly endeared itself to the VXF community, as countless artists have complained about the constant charge changes requested and increasingly tight deadlines. As a result, the quality has suffered as visual effects in both Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and She-Hulk: Attorney at Law have come under fire from both critics and fans. Could Marvel have thrown Alonso under the bus in an effort to placate the overworked and underpaid VXF community? I could absolutely believe that, okay? You got to work with these guys. You don't necessarily have to work with this chick, okay? But you got to work with all of these VSS, these visual effects houses, okay? That's the only game in town. Where you going to go get your visual effects from, okay? And these guys are like, yeah, we'll get around to it, Marvel. We don't necessarily feel endeared to you to work harder or do whatever, all right? So they probably like, you know what? If we get rid of Victoria, or we start coming down on Victoria so hard that she's just forced to walk up out of here, okay? Maybe that's the way we could get out of this thing, okay? Maybe that's what we should do, all right? So, yeah, the VXF issues, okay? Because if you go back to Twitter, yeah, everybody is talking about the VXF workers celebrating. This guy, the VXF teams are going to be eating good soon. VXF artists right now. and the cries of joys from every VXF Marvel worker were heard around the world. Yeah, everybody is saying that this is probably the major reason, at least the initial feelings on the matter, is that, yeah, this had something to do with the bad special effects and like basically making these cats overwork because we got to change this, we got to change that. They put a lot on these guys, okay? That fell under her purview, all right? And like I say, if anything falls under your banner, it's your fault, okay? And when you get up that high in the executive ranks, hey, everything that happens is under your nut. It's yours, okay? You got to own that 100%, lock, stock, and barrel. But then Jeff Snyder makes another point here. It's worth noting that Alonso was particularly outspoken during Disney's dispute with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over the state's Don't Say Gay bill, as she pushed then CEO Bob Chapek to make a public statement denouncing the bill. As a result, Disney is losing its special tax status in Florida, likely costing it a lot of money. It may be a stretch, but perhaps the powers that be held Alonso somewhat responsible. I mean, that could absolutely be the case. All right. When Iger came back, all right, you know that he's not going to just, hey, I'm just coming back and just going to keep things going. He's going to make some changes and he's going to drop some hammers on some people. Okay. Because when the money is coming up funny, all right, things ain't looking right. All right. He's in Kevin Feige's office. Okay. He's in Kathleen Kennedy's office. I guarantee you people are getting thrown under the bus left and right over there at Disney right now. Okay. This thing is I'm telling you, man, this thing is looking really, really bad for a whole lot of people over there. Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, okay, you name it. Everybody at Disney right now has to be like, man, should I write my resume, get my updated resume going, okay? Because I might be up out of here pretty soon, all right? If Victoria Alonso, who is pretty much a made woman, okay, let's call her a made woman, all right, in the hierarchy of a woke company like Disney, all right? The last person that you think should be getting pushed out is somebody like her, all right? They have already, they've locked this woman in. And they got her up out of there some way or somehow. It just makes you wonder right now, what's going on over there at the House of Mouse, okay? How bad will things continue to get, all right? We know Star Wars is bad right now. I just did a video about how Marvel is just tanking right now, looking bad for this Phase 5, okay? So ultimately, I don't know if this thing is going to get any better, but yeah, though it's just as likely she was simply a well-compensated executive who grew too expensive for Disney as it starts to make cutbacks. And that could absolutely be it as well, and to say, hey, you know what, we got to get you out of here. Hey, do you want to get fired, Victoria? All right. Or do you want to just kind of walk away on your own terms? Which one do you want? It's going to hit the headlines and all of that. Which one do you want? I don't know. But dang, man, this is absolutely insane what's going on over there right now in Disney, Marvel. Again, this is all a product of people that don't want to focus on the storytelling they should be focusing on. They want to focus on everything else. And this is what happens from that. And man, I'm glad to see it. Anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? Victoria Alonso going down hard, man. This is going to send ripples, okay, through this community. Go ahead, drop down, give me your thoughts and your opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.